How to change your life around? This is a very good question that a lot of people have in their minds. I have a bad and a shitty life. How the fuck do I change this? And it's really easy, but you can't understand it because you haven't learned about it. Now let me teach you how to change your life around. Firstly, I want to say that this is a raw video. I will be talking, there will be no edits, I will just be talking here. If I mess up something, sorry. If you don't care about me because I don't live in Dubai or I don't have a fancy lifestyle, yeah, that happens. But if you want to learn something, and you want to be better than you was, then just learn. Come here, watch this video and learn. My name is Robert George. You can check my Instagram, it's linked in the description. Also free training where you can learn how to add $2,000 into your personal brand, because that's why I teach people how to change this up. How? Now that is a good question. Now let us talk about how do we live our life. We live in our life in the sinus graph, if you understand this. Just think about this. Think about your bank account. You have your bank account, and on your bank account you have X amount of money. And you work at a regular job. Each month you get some money. It will be going upwards. You will make X amount of money. Like you will get it. You will go up, and here you will have, let's say, you will have in your bank account $2,000. That's it. Then you have money, you feel safe, and what you're going to do is that you are going to buy something, because let's say you need a new phone, and you're going to pay $1,000 for your iPhone, and you're going to pay $1,000, and you're going to come downwards, you're going to have $1,000 here. If you just bought your phone, you have $1,000, you will feel this pain. You will have a pain if you just have this much amount of money and you don't feel safe. And you then you will not buy anything, like anything in the world, until again you get your money, and you will go upwards until you have again $2,000. Then you have money, you feel safe, you will go back down. You will come back down here, you will have again $1,000. Then you will again feel pain. Then you will save up your money and you will go up. And this is our life, basically. In our life, and each and everything we do, we have a high point when we feel comfortable and we will go down, and we have a low point where we feel pain and we will go upwards. This is pretty hard to understand, but I'm going to tell you how I learned it from Charlie Morgan. I don't take credit for the knowledge. I want to explain how it works. Now we want to feel safe, like in our minds. Like this is us. We want to feel safe. And how Charlie Morgan talks about it is because this is our life. This is water. This is the ocean. And this is us in the ocean on something which is beneath us. It can be a raft or anything. This is us on the water. Up here down we have chaos, and up here if we are on the raft, then everything is great. Great life. Each and every human being wants to stay on that raft. Why? Because we don't want to live in chaos. This is the deep earth down, water down below, where we can fall. And if we fall into the water, like the raft is going to be pushed out for some kind of reason, we are going to fall down into the chaos, and we will try to get up. And we don't want to get into the chaos. And why? Because then we will feel pain. And pain is bad. Pain is what motivates us. Pain is the thing why we do things. And as Charlie Morgan tells it, here at the top you have confidence, and here at the bottom you have anxiety, you have doubt, or anything similar to this. And we, us, move in this cycle up, down, up, down. And we need to change this. Why? Because it's not good for us. Because then what it means is that we are going to be always our medium. Because we are not our top, neither our bottom, we are the medium there. And we want to be better. And how do we do that? We do that by we are going to be better by upping this. Because we can have this big of upwards and this big of downwards, but still our medium will not be up here, but it will be something like this. So what we need to do is have up like this and low like this, and it's going to improve much better. Now it's really hard to tell this because it has emotion with me. Like, I recognized a problem in my life when I learned about this, and I want to talk about that because this graph shows us that, let's say you are building a business. You're building a business. You start to make money. You start to go upwards. Here at the point, you will feel calm and you will feel comfortable. What that means to us is that we don't have to work that much. Then we will get to go down, and here at the bottom you will feel stress that you are not going to make it. Then you're going to work much better and you're going to go upwards. And this is the graph, the life we want to change. But the question is, why does this happen? And this is the hard part. As Charlie Morgan tells it, that each and every human being from the modern psychology states that we have a lot of different characters in our life, like, or brain, like how the brain works for us. One part of our brain and character will be for making money. One part will be for eating. One part will be for anything XYZ, and that's it. And not at the same time, but at different times, this is going to happen, that your brain is going to use only just one piece of the pie. Let's say this. And this could be you being disciplined. And let's say at other times it's going to use this, which is you being comfortable. I know it's not clear how I'm telling it, but what you need to understand is that we have different parts of our brain, different characters, which is in our life, different personas. And as Charlie Morgan said it, here This is our brain, this is you. Each and every one of us has other personas or characters, which is on our brain, which controls this. Because let's say, for an example, you were a kid who was bullied in school, then you have some kind of trauma, and that trauma will make sure that as you go up to the top of your presence, you don't want to live in an extreme position here, which is extreme. It means to you that you have to go down, and that trauma is causing this. And it's hard to understand, I know, but it's pain. Because each and every human is doing the things that is doing because of some kind of pain. For me, this graph looks like this. When I get down here, like, it has 4 different parts. It has, this is the first part when you're down here first. This is the second, this is the third part, and this is the fourth of this graph, which happens again. And the first part, for me, was stress. Like when I'm at my lowest, I feel stress. Which means that I'm in 10/10 pain. Then, because I feel so stressed, I start to work more. So my brain just tries to eliminate that stress by working. I start to work more. And as I start to work more, I will have belief. Here at my second point, I will have belief in myself, that I'm able to do it. Here, I'm in 6/10 pain. Then, I go to my 3 point, and it's going to be pride. Like I have achieved something, like I did the work, I'm very proud of myself, and here I'm not really in pain, let's say 1/10 pain. And from your pride, you will go to a comfortable point. And here you are in 0/10 pain. So, pain motivates us. Like the only way you are doing things is because of pain. Because this is how we live. If we are in pain because we are hungry, we are going to eat. If we have the pain of something attacked us, we are going to defend ourselves. Like this is how our brain developed. We are doing things because of pain. And as for me, I get here down onto this level, I will have stress. For me, which is because I've came down here, I have stress that it will not work for me. And why? Because of a trauma. That I will talk about later. Now I have stress, I'm going to have the belief of I can make it work. 6/10. Okay, I can make it work. I have 6/10 pain, I'm going to go upwards. As I'm going upwards, here when I get close to the top, I will feel pride that I have did it. Now when I'm at the top and I have the pride, I will get to the point of being comfortable. And as I got to the point of being comfortable, I'm going to come downwards. It will happen again and again and again. And that's it. And for each and every human being here, the most painful thing is different. And for me, it's stress. Stressing about me not being able to achieve anything in my life. And that comes from a trauma. A trauma, which is in our mind, this is your mind, is dug down. What do I mean? Or think about it like when you were a kid or something happened with you, and when you have a trauma, it means that you don't want to deal with that problem, you will put it into your brain down somewhere that you cannot see it. But the thing still exists. And as we talked about how many things our brain has, sometimes this part of your brain will start to come up. As it come up, I will become at this point. And this is the bad thing, the trauma. And you have to solve it. For me, realizing that I have this thing was almost enough for me to solve that problem, which I had in my mind. I have this. Of course, this word, the trauma, is a really big word, but I don't believe that I had trauma. I had things which shaped my belief system. That's how I like to imagine it. And that's it. So how do we break out from this cycle? Is this. Look at this. We have talked about you have to bring up this part, so your mediocre line will be up. How do we do this? Is that we have to be in constant pain. Why? Because only in pain, which when we are pain, we are going to do the work which is needed. So as you put your goal up, because this is your goal, what you want to achieve, this is goal, and this is not the goal, this is bad. This is the lowest imaginable point that you will go. So for your bank account, you won't go past or below $1,000. And that's the base, the standard which you have in your mind. And if you want to achieve a bigger goal, you cannot be upping this goal because it will be just higher and you will come back down to your basic point, which means that you will come back to your standard. That means that you have to up your standard, which means that you need to change your goal. Most importantly, your belief system with your goal. Which means, let's say most of us have the goal of 10K per month. And you cannot look at the 10K per month as your best and the goal that you want to achieve, but you have to look at your 10K per month, which is your standard, and if you go down, like if you go below that 10K per month, you are going to have pain. And most of us are not above 10K per month, which means that we are going to be in constant pain. So as we get into constant pain, we are going to come up above 10K per month. And that's it. You need to be in constant pain in order to, but you can achieve it. But if you want to achieve it faster, you need to be in constant pain. Because this is the graph. This is your standard. And if you increase your standard to the point that this is your life right now here, and this is your standard, like it's well below the point where you want to go, then you will be in so much pain here, like mentally, that you will go up here. And that's it. I hope you understand what I wanted to mean. I'm still learning this, and as the best way to learn is to teach. So I try to teach it to you. If someone watched this video, that person maybe learned something. If not, I tried it. But I learned a lot from this about myself and how can I teach these things. So this was the video which I wanted to talk about today. And yeah, if you want my help to build your personal brand, I help other people to build their personal brands to 5K per month. And I have a free product which is how to add 2K per month, like 2K MMR to your personal brand like this. So thank you for watching.